Hey, do you know that in Italy we don't have just pizza, pasta, and gelato, but we have also amazing dungeon tiles? Welcome back on the MDM channel. In this week's episode, we will talk about Dungeonext. Dungeonext is an Italian-based company run by Massimiliano Musmeci, one good friend of mine, that he actually made one of the best, seriously, the best dungeon set line on the market. A lot of people that came from Dwarven Forge, they know Massimiliano and Dungeonext because their tiles are similar, they are on the same scale. The kind of material used by Massimiliano in order to create his dungeon tiles is completely different from the Stefan Pokorny Dwarven Forge Dwarvenite material. I don't want to compare them because, you know, they are different products, and I'm also a big fan of Stefan, that I say ciao to him. Probably in the next we will talk about his dungeon tiles too, but anyway, the fact is that this product is made for players like me, that they don't go around bringing with them a lot of dungeon pieces, dungeon tiles and miniatures, but they stay at home in their own space and they set their dungeons, their environments, and they invite friends to their place. During the last few weeks, you probably heard and know that I've worked for almost 1 year and a half on my game that actually it's about to be released in a few hours. At the time of this video, it will be released tomorrow, Friday, but anyway, it's another story. For now, just in Italian language, but in the next, you will have it in English too. So be patient a little bit, please. I will do my best in order to give you this game as soon as possible in your language too. Not in a broken English, I promise you. So yeah, back into the episode. Massimiliano sends me some scraps and defected pieces in order to assemble a dungeon set and make the best that I can do with paints, with crafting material. Talking about crafting material, this week's episode is sponsored by Crowdcover. Crowdcover is such an amazing company that I made, I think, one of the best gaming terrain basing products, that it looks so cool, so realistic. And so they send me a lot of materials in order to try and give it a try and test, and I will have a lot of stuff to do with this material for the next episode for sure. But anyway, and I would like to say thanks to Chicken Tabletop Crafting, because Chickens, he makes me in contact with Crowdcover, and so thank you so much, brother Thomas. Thank you. So back to the project. Massimiliano sent me these defected pieces, these scrap pieces, and they say you can do whatever you want. Take a picture, put it in your book if you want, or just enjoy, have fun, play with your friends and family, do whatever you want, it's for free. Man, seriously, you will see at the end, it's a lot of stuff. He sent me a box. You know what? Stop talking and let's get in action.
I covered the entire piece with a generous coat of black primer. Of course, you can use any kind of primer you prefer. I usually use the cheapest one, just in order to keep the main project low cost. I decided to give it a try to this kind of wireless airbrush. I bought one on Temu for like $30, and you know what? It works. It works quite fine. It's not perfect, it's not a professional tool, but it works and it's cheap. With my new toy, I used Vallejo Air colors. They are pre-thinned and they works really fine, especially for people like me that don't have experience at all with an airbrush. The price range for this color, it's about $3, so they're perfect for our project. As you can see in the little box in the left top part of the video, I made a little unboxing of the wireless airbrush. And if you consider the price of this airbrush, it came with a lot of accessories. They are quite useful. But there is also some little defects in the object, like as you can see, the cup not stay in position, so you have to use another one. Maybe it's just my airbrush that is defected, but I don't know. But anyway, 30 bucks, come on. So back to the project. The only thing that you have to do is spray paint in a diagonal direction your piece, and try to stay light without doing layer on layer of color like on some part that I just made. So you have to stay really thin as a layer, you know what I mean? Because when you will use the dry brush, you will obtain a real good contrast between the black underneath, the gray thin layer, and the white highlight of the airbrush. Liquitex is another great brand that I totally suggest you. I think if you are here, you watched a lot of video tutorial from other great YouTubers, other greatest YouTuber, not like me, but anyway, people that are using the Liquitex washes for fixing their model or giving contrast, and they are really good. They are not very cheap, but if you consider the amount of quantity that they give you for the price that you pay, that it's about $5, something like this, it's a good deal. So yes, using Liquitex with your airbrush, it's a really cool idea. And don't be scared, don't be afraid to use your finger or towel paper to clean up the excesses, because it's part of the process. So just enjoy, experiment, and have fun, and you'll be good. Try to spray paint your Liquitex on the recesses where you think that the dust and the dirt can be sedimented. So try to keep inspiration from the reality. Take a look on pictures on the web, or take a look around yourself where you're living, and yeah, you will find a lot of example that can help you to understand where the sand and the dirt can be placed. Okay, a little sad story. Unfortunately, I lost the part of the video where I spray paint the green mixture that I used to create this kind of moss and humidity effect on the pieces. But as you can see in the next steps, when I will dry brush all the pieces, you will notice how I spray painted the green mixture on the piece. So it's just random spots and patches in order to break the monotony of the gray on the pieces. A little note about this particular piece. Massimiliano, in the next, he will reproduce this special and unique piece that actually I think I'm the only one owner in the world with this beautiful vessel relief on the wall. So yeah, he will produce it again, this piece, and he will add it to his new collection coming soon, so stay tuned. Crow Tack is a tacky glue that it's perfect to fix your grout and sand and gaming basing material on your piece. I use an old brush in order to spread in the proper way and in the point that I want the glue, and after this I just sprinkle the dirt on the top of the piece, and in a few seconds it will stack forever on my dungeon tile. The second and final stage of this phase is a generous layer of crowd fixer that it's a mixture of glue and isopropyl alcohol, I assume anyway, that it will fix forever your surface layer of dirt and sand on the piece.
I really hope that you enjoy this easy and cheap process. During the shooting of the video. I had several problems with my wireless airbrush, and especially because I don't have a lot of experience with airbrush. Actually, it's my first attempt using airbrush, so be gentle. I try to do my best, but I have a lot of problems. But at the end of the story, I have fun, and the product, it looks great. To me, it's perfect. Yes, there is a lot of space for improvements, but you know, it's not a big deal. It's just something that we will talk about in the next. I mean, the most important thing for me is show to all of you, especially to the already owners, the customer from Dungeonext, how it's easy to paint and achieve great results with Massimiliano's Dungeonext Dungeon Tiles. And if you want, you can use this color scheme or these techniques on your other dungeon tiles. I mean, it's just a suggestion between passionate people about the same hobby. So please stay tuned for the next videos. I heard about that YouTube right now is shooting down, is shadowing in some way, is ghosting in some way a lot of hobby channel. I don't know nothing about this. I always stay in the middle of the shadow, so for me it's not a big change. But if you are watching this video, please subscribe, smash the like button, spread the word about the channel with the people, talk about the Magic Dice manufacturing experience and games and dungeon ties with your friends, because it's the only way to help to survive the channel. So thank you in advance for your help. Please subscribe. Okay, for this week's it's all. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay strong, because Dungeon Tales Dark Fantasy Adventure is coming. Oops, I show you. Ooh. Anyway, it's coming really soon, also in English. So, and there's a lot of special guests in the book. Yep, there is a lot of special guests. Look at these. I see you in the next. Ciao.